Hi Cancer, what's up? Welcome to your reading. I hope you're all having the best day. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you guys, get you some insight, get some guidance, see what Spirit wants you to know, look out for, or be aware of. If you enjoy this reading, if it is helpful, insightful, if you enjoy, please let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome back if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I am so happy to be back. I've missed you guys, and I'm so excited to be connecting with your energy today. Happy birthday to all my beautiful Cancerians. I hope you're all having a wonderful birthday season, and I hope you're having a great day. So let's get into your messages, Cancer. Let's see what you got going on for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. We have the Topsy-Turvets. This card did actually come out yesterday in Sagittarius's reading. Shout out to anybody with Saggy placements. There's some situation that is in the process of turning around in your favor right now. Wow. Excuse me, my throat just got cut out. Giulia and the Green Woman, there's fear of expansion, or like there's these fears, there's these worries, there's these concerns, and they're totally understandable, totally reasonable, but like Spirit is wanting you to grow through that discomfort, okay? The situation that you're dealing with, and if someone just sneezed, bless you, because I just felt a little tickle in my nose. I almost felt like I was gonna sneeze for a second, but it's gone. So bless you. Comment down below if that's you, because what the heck. Anyways, there's a situation you're dealing with right now. Maybe it's not going the best, or you're looking at options, you're looking at possible ways to handle this, what's going to be the best approach. Topsy-Turvet says that nothing's set in stone. You have the ability to turn things around, 180-degree flip, and you can come out here on top. Right now, you're afraid and you're preparing for like worst case scenario. Or with Giulia and Topsy-Turvet, you're imagining like what's the worst that could happen. I want you, whoever you are, I want you to start thinking about what could go right, what will go great, instead of focusing on how things could turn around, go downhill, or, you know, preparing for a disaster, which of course, it's good to prepare, but we don't want to consume and get stuck in that doomsday, doom and gloom, right? So I really am asking you, Spirit's asking you to start switching gears and choosing the path of what if things go amazing, what if things go incredible, because they are and they will, and everything's always working out for your highest good. So I'm just here to remind you of that. With the Green Woman, this is all about expansion, growth. It's new growth, okay? This is inviting more fun, more fairness, more play, and reciprocation in your relationships, and also the amount of effort that you've been putting in to your goals, to your manifestations, to the work you've been putting in to your career, you know, your studies, your own health. Like, this is a time where a lot of abundance is coming, falling into your lap, and you know, you should have to be open to receive. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you have any plants, you need to water them because they thirsty, okay? This card literally talks about it in the write-up. So water your plants. They need some water, otherwise they're just gonna die. And you're so afraid, what if my plant dies? I'm scared it's gonna die. Are you watering it? Are you taking care of it? You better be. You better be. So be intentional of also where you're watering, you know, the thoughts, the intentions, the mindset, the energy that you've been embodying. It makes me think of, I do. Where is it? Y'all making me go to get this deck. Oh, I dropped a card. Hold on. There's this deck that I have. I haven't used it in a long time because it's seen better days, but I'm now being drawn towards it. It's the Three of Pentacles. It's like, be intentional with like where you're watering, what you're watering. Are you watering the weeds? Are you watering the desired plant, you know, like your manifestation? I'm going to use this deck, I guess. I wasn't planning to use it today, but we're going to use it. I missed this deck. Oh my goodness. All right, Cancer. Let's see what Spirit has to tell you, what you need to know, look out for. Your numbers, by the way, 51, 61, and 23. Maybe those numbers are important. Someone might be turning one of those ages or leaving that age. Show me clearly what's going on for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What do you guys need to know right now? Show me clearly. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Ooh, Ace of Swords in the reverse. What are you not seeing clearly? The Nine of Wands at the bottom. There's something you have to clear out, or something you're having to cut away from, Cancer. There's something you're making room for, but you have been either overlooking it or ignoring it, or it seems here the blade is dull. You need to sharpen the blade so that it works and functions properly. You and I both know. I mean, maybe you don't cook, but a dull blade, you're way more prone to accidents. You want to keep that blade nice and sharp. And as we see at the bottom, we have the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and even the Ten of Wands. Some of you, you've been giving your heart to the wrong people. And it's just laid you to a bunch of burdens and heaviness and pressure. And you feel like, you know, you've been offering so much, offering everything, and it's still not enough. Well, guess what? It is enough. You're just offering it to the wrong person who is ungrateful and probably undeserving of your love and of your energy. And maybe you've been having a hard time recognizing it. And maybe there's a fear, right? Going back to Giulia, there's a fear of like, what if there's nothing better out there? What if this is it? I have to settle. I have to try and convince this person, this thing, myself, that you're worthy, but you are worthy. There's something you're having to cut away from. And the fact that the Queen of Cups underneath the Nine of Wands, there is this detachment that's needed. And maybe that's something you've been struggling with, or that's been a challenge, right? With the Ten of Wands. Now, good news, as the cycle's over or it's on the verge, big breakthroughs. Tens are always about completions, endings, and new beginnings. But yeah, a lot of pressure. Also notice that in this card, the hip bones, right? These are the hip bones. We carry trauma, stress, pressure. We store that. Well, we store that throughout our whole body, but our hips especially to the girls out there, my ladies, we be carrying a lot of pressure, a lot of trauma, a lot of stress with our hips. Maybe you're needing to do some hip activation, like stretches, exercises, strengthen the hips, hip flexors. Highly recommend. If you got tight hip flexors, y'all, you know, I ain't no doctor or whatever fuck, but highly recommend you start like stretching them out. Helps you also clear some of the pain and suppression and heaviness that you've been keeping bottled up in your body. Okay. Wow. Very interesting start to your reading, Cancer. See, like this is a month where you are overcoming your fear of something. There's something that you've been very like nervous or anxious or worried about. You're overcoming that fear. You're getting to the other side and you're recognizing, oh my God, it wasn't that bad. Or wow, I did it. I'm so freaking proud of myself. I can't believe, like, wow. I think you're just like shocking yourself with what you're capable of. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, what's going on for Cancer? So we have now this is the Six of Pentacles. It is reversed. Sorry, I had to pause. I was like, is this a 6 or a 9? I always forgot, especially with this deck. 9 or 6? 6 of, is it the 9? Because in this deck, I think it's a 6. I haven't used this in so long, I honestly can't remember. I think it's, I'll just read for both because I can't remember. I literally, it's either a 6 or a 9. Let me actually look at this. It's a 6. Okay. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something that's just completely out of balance, completely out of whack. And you've been knowing it, you've been feeling it, you've been sensing it. Your energy maybe has been feeling a little bit off, or something has been feeling a little bit strange. Okay, pay attention to that. We have Pisces energy coming out. 2 of Swords, because there's something you need to clear out. Okay, it's needed right freaking now. And it's abrupt. It must happen. It feels here, wow, we have a lot of swords. 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, even a 3 of Swords. This is all underneath the High Priestess. There's some sort of heaviness that you still carry to this day, and it's resentment, it's anger, it's a betrayal, it's a loss, it's like someone really screwed you over. Double 3 of Swords, someone stabbed you in the back, literally, right? Page of Swords, someone lied, someone manipulated you. And it's like, this is something that still affects you, or still, it's like trauma that you carry, and it kind of seeps into everything else. It could have been something, an event that happened a long time ago, but yet it still affects you, even just like in your subconscious, right? Six of Pentacles reversed. Big imbalance. Ooh. Let's get back into balance, Cancer. Let's get back into balance, baby. All right, Cancer. Let's see what's going on for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Next, we have the Ace of Wands. So you got double aces in your reading. Oh, wasn't this ace was in reverse though? Yes, it was. Not me slipping it and putting it back in the upright. Bitch, you came out in the reverse. You stay in reverse, okay? Here we have the Ace of Wands. So now there is this energetic force. You are now being pushed towards taking some sort of action here. Not the card stuck to my hand. Not my hand, my elbow. What? Oh my god. Left is right, right is left, up is down, black is white. Like, my words are backwards in this reading. Weird and whack. King of Cups, Five of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Another ace. Hello. What are you distracting yourself from? King of Cups and then the Five of Cups. There's something you've been distracting yourself from or avoiding. Really using money, using your career, using, you know, your studies, your investments as a main focus. But it still doesn't solve everything. Five of Cups. Your mind, your heart is still puzzled, and you rather just pretend it never happened. Or with this King of Cups, he's like just drinking up this cup. He's whatever you've been drinking. Some of you do need to watch out of overindulgence. Now, there's an opportunity presenting itself to give you clarity. Ace of Pentacles to this Five of Cups. There's an opportunity for healing. There's an opportunity to relieve yourself, is what I'm hearing. It's kind of funny. Relieve yourself, like a positive change in your energy, and just from this day moving forwards to choose better, to decide better, because some of y'all have really just been like settling for crumbs, breadcrumbs, bottom of the barrel. Like, time to want more for yourself. It's okay to ask for more. We have Queen of Wands trying to flip out, but anyways, I'm not ready yet. I was just wanting to shuffle this deck. Oh my god, this card, these cards try to talk. See, I'm telling you, this deck's seen better days. It's hard to shuffle because the card stock is like kind of messed up. Ooh. Queen of Swords trying to flip out in the reverse. Feeling agitated, annoyed, frustrated, big ass stack. I'm not taking that, but this is the one card. Hierophant in the reverse. See, again, something to break away from. A contract, a commitment, a marriage for some of you. For some, it's like, if it's something you've been studying, but you're just not really in it anymore. You're not really seeing a purpose or a reason why you should continue to invest. This may be the month to break out of those commitments, promises, contracts. Now, mind you, Mercury retrograde around the corner, that this could be a time where you don't want to settle down, or you don't want to fully commit, or you don't want to make like big promises that you can't keep. It definitely looks like here you could even be taking like an alternate path, or the path you've least walked in your life. There's some sort of alternate path or different direction that's being presented to you. I'm seeing, if you're looking for a commitment, this Ace of Wands isn't it. So I'll tell you that. Hierophant reverse, this is not a commitment, something worth investing your energy into. You might be realizing that something in your life you don't want to commit to in July. We have Four of Wands and it flipped out in the reverse. Something that's not very stable or trustworthy. It could be a person, it could be an environment, it could be a job. Like, there's something that's not the most dependable. Five of Wands at the bottom. Yeah, this is destructive, or it could easily just end up in flames. Wheel of Fortune and death, literally showing the situation coming to an end, or I guess it's saying like this instability that's in your life, whether it's again a job, a relationship, a home, or just something you've been struggling with. It's been very inconsistent and it's been hard to get it off the ground. It's showing here Five of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Death. Maybe it's a time to let something go or to choose differently, right? We saw that. Nine of Swords at the bottom or underneath this Two of Wands, where it's showing like there's hesitation or you're overthinking a choice to choose different or to choose a path that leads to change, right? It's showing here that you are afraid of some kind of change or expansion or level up. Whoever I'm speaking to, whatever your situation is, it doesn't matter. You are going through this level of like ascension. This process isn't the easiest. It's very intense. It's intimidating. It's uncomfortable. And it's asking you to expand, which means you have to make space. And there's things in your life you're having to let go of or make some sacrifices. Is it really a sacrifice? Because clearly whatever it is, look at this card sticking to me. It's humid. It's sticky. I'm also hydrated, right? Anyways, I was asking, I was like, well, is it really a sacrifice? Because clearly it's something that's like completely throwing you off balance. It's stalling your knife. It's, look at this shit. It keeps sticking to me. Stop sticking to me. Anyways. You are being guided towards taking one of the biggest leaps in your entire life. And it's kind of scary, but it's also exciting. Oh, look, this King of Wands just flew out. This deck is talking a lot. It's like, Jade, you haven't used this deck in months. We got a lot to say, okay? King of Wands. There's something you're being like called to action, okay? Death at the bottom still. Wheel of Fortune is the same things from before. You're being called towards taking back the reins, taking back the power, taking back the control of the chariot, my friend. And it's showing here that you're ready. You're ready. It's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. There has been this juggling, right? Well, I'm surprised I don't have a Two of Pentacles out here, but there has been, like, literally, it's showing that there has been this back and forth. It's time to make your mind up. And when you do, the ball really starts to roll in your favor. You get to decide, right, with the topsy-turvy. You get to decide how this unfolds. You get to choose which way the wheel spins. You get to choose. You get to decide. It's up to you. It's your choice, Cancer. Ball is in your court. But yeah, you're being guided towards taking action in the near future. You feel ready to do it today, tomorrow? Go for it. If you need a little bit more time, cool. But this is the time. This is the month. This card wanted to flip out. The Chariot. It's time to put your foot on the freaking gas. Some of you could be moving. What's at the bottom? Emperor. I feel like this is your call. Feels like you're the one who's making this choice. People might be relying on you at this time too. When we look at the Chariot, right, there's all these different beings, all these different moving pieces, all these different people that will be affected by your actions. It feels like this is King of Wands. He's kind of the director. He's like, okay, you go over here, you do this, you stand back over this way. Like, you know, he's giving direction. I feel like you, well, in a way, you are the director of this show that's about to go down in your life. The showdown. Get ready for the showdown. Let's see here. But this is happening in Cancer season, I'm gonna tell you that. Do you have the Three of Cups? It did flip out in the reverse. I get a sense that there might be some people that aren't the happiest about this, but are you? Are you happy? Most importantly, first of all, are you happy right here, right now with the way things are going, with the direction? If you had a choice and you were like, okay, Spirit and Universe is like, you want to lock in and this be the rest of your life? Probably not. You'd probably be like, no, I don't want this to be permanent, right? Exactly. So ask yourself right now, are you truly happy? If this is your life forever, from this day moving forward, this is your life forever. Is this enough? Are you truly happy here? Is this job right? Is this relationship? Is this home? Like, really, truly be honest with yourself. Is this it? Is this where you want to settle down? If sure, then cool. I don't really, if you think so, if you're saying, yeah, this is it, then this reading's definitely not for you because it's something that's out of balance. Like, there's something that's clearly out of whack. Clearly, you're being asked to level up, okay? Anyways, now, There's some people that are going to be affected by this. There's some people that will be disappointed or will not come with you. Yeah. Not everybody gets to come with you on this path moving forwards. Let's see what's at the bottom. High Priestess, Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like those that aren't happy, they're not going to be very loud and proud and boisterous about it. I think that they'll actually keep it hidden, or, you know, you might tell them this news and they're like, oh, okay. Like, they kind of, it seems like these people hide it very well. With the High Priestess and the Three of Cups reverse, someone hiding their disappointment quite well. But because you're so intuitive, you can sense it. You might ask them, like, are you okay with this? They're like, yeah, no, this is fine. But, like, deep down in their core, they're not. Or they're, like, feeling like, fuck. Like, man, I fucked up. Or, damn, I wish it was different. But okay, like, I gotta respect this. Like, I gotta respect Cancer here and what they're choosing. But, you know, I do feel that there are some, maybe it's with a Pisces. We have also Leo over here. We got Taurus over here. Those are the main signs. Cancer as well. But I do see that there are some contracts coming to an end. This may actually talk about literal contracts, even with going back to the Hierophant reverse, right? Talking about divorce, talking about separation, talking about even endings of business partnerships, things like that. I'm seeing that there are some contracts that are coming to an end. It could even just be talking about energetic contracts, right? So souls that you and this person, you and these people have served each other's purpose in this lifetime, or at least for this time. Right? Maybe this month, maybe this year, maybe this entire life, right? Maybe you'll never cross paths again, but it's showing here the High Priestess, Ten of Swords. Some things are coming to an end. This is also like giving acceptance that, okay, this is truly done. This is truly over. No returns, no going back. Final sale, right? If you buy something while it's on sale, they're like, no returns, no exchange. This is it. Final sale. It's like, yeah, there's no going back. Anyways, then we have the Ace of Pentacles underneath the Ten of Swords, which tells me, again, something new is being born from this ending. It's something material. It's something tangible. It could be money, right? If you're selling a house, right? Ten of Swords endings. We don't have a Ten of Pentacles here, but Four of Wands, Chariot can talk about moving. If you're selling a house, definitely seeing money and investments. And some of you, if this is the ending of like a marriage or something like that, like again, like sorting out assets and all that kind of stuff. Some of you have a new job, right? If you left a job, quit a job, got fired, you know, got laid off. I'm seeing that if this is the month where you're ready to go back out into the workplace, or even launching your own business or own project, something like that, I see that this is the month where you're increasing your finances. Yeah, but there is something that comes to an abrupt end. Pretty intense, pretty crazy stuff. Whew. I'm trying to figure out, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here in this reading? And I feel like that's what you're saying about you and your life. Like, where do we go from here? What's the next step? You better figure that out. Let me clarify something. Yeah, actually, let me clarify. What's this Ace of Wands? What the Chariot and the King of Wands is doing over here? Let's see what this is. We'll go from there and see where we're at with the time. Tell me the Ace of Wands for Cancer. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Ace of Wands for Cancer. Ace of Wands. We love that double confirmation. Out of all the cards, and the same freaking card comes out. You cannot make this shit up. The other one that came out is the Six of Cups. Why is this giving like missed opportunity, a situation from your past that you either rejected, you weren't ready for, you weren't prepared for, but now is the time. You know, like whatever's truly meant for you will never pass you by. I stand on that 10 toes, okay? 10 toes. Whatever's truly meant for you will never pass you by. If it passes you by, just wasn't meant for it to be. Maybe it's the timing. Maybe you still got some ways to learn, to grow. Maybe there's some sort of sequence of events that need to play out before you get to this opportunity, right? If not then, maybe now. That's what I feel from this Ace of Wands and this Six of Cups. Something that you dreamt about, an old dream that you had forgotten or you put on the back burner. You're picking it back up, and it's this newfound passion. There's this new light. You might be feeling way more creative than usual, or if you had like a creative's block, if you felt stuck or stagnant, low energy, low motivation, if you've been stuck in some kind of funk, definitely feels like you're getting out of that. And it's so invigorating and exciting and powerful. And you know, it just seems that this has been a long time coming. And you know what, you're making your past self proud, your younger self. You're healing your inner child. Look, 10 of Swords at the bottom, something coming up about your past. 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles. There's something from your past that's been holding you back. It's mostly in your mind. It's in your mind. It's not 100% of the time. It's here and there, the 2 of Pentacles. So this, let's see, tell me more about this Ace of Wands. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. This fella on the green woman. It's time to put the effort in. This card trying to flip out, it's the 2 of Pentacles. You've been on the fence of whether or not you should invest more time, energy, effort. Judgment. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Oh. And this could definitely be about a relationship here, because now we have 2 people of the same kind, King to the Queen of Cups, Judgment. So there's so many different avenues we could take this reading. Like, I'm seeing that this could be talked about like creative projects, passions, endeavors, things that you felt disconnected from and blocked from, and then even seeing things about like relationships. Like, I feel like it's everything, honestly. I feel like it's everything. But you're on the fence if whether or not you should invest more in a home, invest more in this job, whatever, business, all these different things. Oh my God. Marriage, right? Do you end this for all? Or do you push and keep going? It's really your call, man. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? 8 of Pentacles reverse fell out on the green woman, which says to put in the effort. It does. Like, green woman, remember what I said about the plants? Water your plants. If you don't water them, they're going to shrivel up. They're going to die. All right? And unless you want it to die, you better water it. And the 8 of Pentacles reverse tells me you haven't. Or you haven't been giving it as much as it's needed or required. Okay? But if you're like, nope, this is done. I'm finished. That's it. Then, all right. Stop watering that plant, you know? But yeah, it's showing you're on the fence about it. Well, I feel like you're gonna make up your mind by the full moon in Capricorn, which is only a few days from now, or around then, even a couple days after. You'll probably get the clarity you need. So Judgment, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Now there's a relationship that's underneath the magnifying glass. Okay, you and someone that is your match, your counterpart, somebody who is very similar to you, very close to you. You have similar goals, values, beliefs, but this is under, why not hear a megaphone? I guess someone needs to speak up and speak loudly, speak louder, so that the people in the back can hear you. Okay, you've been whispering. It's no more hush hush and shh. It's time to speak up. Anyways, there's mind you, this is with the Ace of Wands. So this is something, an opportunity to light the fire, light the match, to try again. Yeah. Reconciliation energy also in the air. And that's fitting, right? Mercury retrograding, got a couple other planets that will be retrograding all together. Matters of the past being brought up. And there can be some successful reconciliations, but it's got to be mutual and it's got to be balanced. Not that unrequited shit that we were seeing earlier in this reading. Okay. Let's see. I feel like looking at the King of Wands and then the Chariot, by you initiating, I think you have to be the one to take the first step. And by you initiating, others will follow. I get a strong sense, whoever you are, you're a leader. Maybe you don't see yourself that way, but you have this energy about you that people trust, people like respect, admire about you, and you are a natural born leader, whether you want to admit it or not. And when you take the lead, because of the confidence that you embody, people trust that and they follow. They don't really ask much questions about it. So it looks like you need to take the lead, okay? So let's see. King of Wands. How can Cancer take the lead? What you're gonna do? Where you headed? Where you going? You have a different approach that's rare, that's unique, that's different than others. You see things differently, that's for sure. King of Wands. What action is Cancer taking? We have Queen of Wands. Now we actually have a pair. The King of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. A lot of people over here. Okay. Gather up the girls. Gather up the guys. We got the Four of Swords and the Star. There's some people you've been disconnected with. It's time to reconnect. It's time to pick things back up. I also see your dreams. Like Four of Swords is a card of rest, recuperation, recovery, and sleeping. The Star can literally represent your dreams. Obviously, like your hopes, your dreams, aspirations, and goals for the future, but even like your actual dreams. There's something coming up about the dreams that you've been having. I feel like you're receiving a lot of insights, a lot of downloads, epiphanies, information through your dreams, okay? Very important messages that you need to pay very close attention to. I also see that you're in this process of healing, you're recovering. I think we saw that earlier. Didn't we see it? Yeah, we saw a Five of Cups earlier. I can't remember what else came out with it. I think High Priestess or something else, but there's deep healing taking place. You're taking action towards setting yourself free from certain burdens. I feel like your energies, like your masculine versus your feminine energies are getting back into balance. All right. I feel like you are stepping more into like a softer lifestyle or more of like a seamless, easier, like more effortless. It feels here things smoothing out for you. What's at the bottom? The Seven of Cups. We have Death, and then we have the Devil. Also Strength. I do feel like there might be a few tests though. There might be a few tests that come up, which is why it's so important that you are in a calm state of mind and you're grounded, so that you're able to maneuver through. Some things aren't worth your energy. Some things you gotta just kind of sit back and observe and let things unfold. And other things you need to initiate and take the charge and take the lead. And so that's kind of the trick, all right? Or maybe that's what you're finding tricky over the next couple of weeks, is where there's a lot of moving pieces. There's a lot that's kind of distorted, and there's a lot that's potential. There's so much potential, all these different timelines that you could shift to, but you haven't yet selected or made your choice. Or remember, we were seeing like you're kind of on the fence, or something's not the most stable, or like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, not really certain. With the Seven of Cups, there's all this potential of the futures, but like there's something though that isn't realistic, or something that's distorted. I feel like this is most likely to do with a relationship that has nothing to offer you. Holy shit, because we have the Two of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and then Three of Swords. Okay, that's crazy. That's at the bottom. That's with the Devil. There's some sort of relationship that you're having to take a look at and be 100% honest if this is something you wish to continue, or are you getting lost in fantasy and the potential and, oh, they're gonna change, or they're gonna change for me, or I'm gonna change for them. It's like, no, you want to change for your own self, right? Someone saying they're gonna change for you, red fucking flag, right? Devil, run away. They're just it's gonna be a hot mess. So I mean, what are we clarifying here? King of Wands. This is at the bottom. This is a tricky energy that you're in, Cancer, because it feels like, especially with this Mercury retrograde energy that's around the corner, you're gonna want to be intentional. You don't want to rush into just anything at this time. Read the fine print, especially with any contracts or signing any things, paperwork, dealings with other people, things like that. There are things in your life that are fizzling out that have been very challenging, and this is testing your strength. But I am seeing that there's a door closing, which is good, but you have to hold out for it. This is not the time to like back down, fold, give up, or, you know, surrender to the devil, surrender to this thing that you've been fighting. Like there's been this long ongoing fight. I don't know with what or with who, but there has been this long freaking battle. And this is the month where it's like you finally kick it to the curb. So don't quit or give up just yet. Don't. This is the final month, or it feels like this is the month where you finally set things straight with a person, with yourself. Like maybe it's a money thing. So don't quit. Okay? You better not fucking quit. I gotta wrap this reading up, but let me pull one for the Chariot. See where you're going. Six of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. I like it. That's where we're going to leave it. I'll talk about it. Let me just take a glance at the bottom. Page of Cups. Seeing some very deep, moving, healing conversations you have with loved ones, with family, with friends, those that you trust, those that believe in you, those that have your back, those who add value to your life. And it's harmonious, it's reciprocal, it's respectful, it's healing, it's uplifting, right? I'm seeing that this is what you're moving towards. Happy home, happy life, happy wife, happy husband, happy people, happy kids, happy, okay? Things that are balanced, finally, because we saw that Six of Pentacles reversed at the beginning of the reading. I was like, ooh, that's kind of wonky energy, right? That's what you're moving towards. Things are starting to get back into its correct form. A few twists, a few adjustments, a few little tweaks, but things are truly working out for you. So yeah, could be a bit of a crazy, chaotic time, but everything's falling into place. So any moment you start to have fear or doubt about that, just remember how divinely blessed and protected you are. Whatever's truly meant for you will never pass you by. And there's a few things in your life that need a little bit of some sorting out, some balancing out, some adjustments, okay? So either you need to give a little bit less of your energy, less of your time, less of your effort, or maybe you need to apply just a little bit more. Because, you know, even with the whole, okay, water your plants, you don't want to overwater. That kills plants too. In fact, I actually had a few plants die on me recently because they were getting too much rainwater, but that's out of my fucking control. I can't stop it from fucking raining, but I can move the plants, but some of them I can't. Some of them I cannot. The pot is way too fucking heavy. I'm telling you, it's made of fucking like steel. Like it's fucking heavy, like 60 fucking pounds. I ain't moving that shit every time it rains, okay? So rest in peace. Different plants for different things. Anyways, y'all, I love you. I appreciate you. Happy birthday. Let me know how it resonates. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Private readings are available down below. And I will see you later, Cancer. Have a wonderful day.